Have you ever started your day with a nice breakfast, only to feel sluggish, bloated, or even a little dizzy afterward? If so, your breakfast might be doing more harm than good. After 60, our bodies go through major changes. Foods that seemed healthy in your 30s or 40s might now be silent troublemakers for your energy, digestion, and even heart health. In today's video, I'll reveal 9 common breakfast foods you should avoid to keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your energy levels high throughout the day. And stick around until the end because I'll also share some fantastic, healthy breakfast alternatives that you'll love. Let's dive in. 1. Store-bought orange juice. Have you ever started your morning with a refreshing glass of orange juice, thinking you're making a healthy choice? You're not alone. Many people grew up believing that orange juice is packed with vitamin C and essential nutrients, making it the perfect way to start the day. But here's the truth. Most store-bought orange juice is doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60. The problem isn't the oranges themselves, it's how the juice is processed. When oranges are juiced, they lose almost all of their natural fiber. What's left is a high concentration of sugar that can spike your blood sugar levels rapidly. Without fiber to slow down sugar absorption, your blood sugar rises quickly, leading to an inevitable crash that leaves you feeling tired and sluggish. Over time, frequent blood sugar spikes can increase your risk of type 2 diabetes and contribute to weight gain. Another issue, many commercial orange juices contain added sugars and preservatives, making them even worse for your metabolism and overall health. Some brands even use flavor packs to enhance the taste, which can include chemicals that aren't listed on the label. So, what's the better option? If you love the taste of oranges in the morning, opt for fresh, whole oranges instead. Eating an orange gives you all the vitamin C, plus the fiber your body needs to process the natural sugars more slowly. If you prefer juice, consider freshly squeezing your own at home and drinking it in moderation, ideally with a meal that includes protein and healthy fats to balance out your blood sugar. Making this simple swap can help keep your energy levels stable, support heart health, and prevent unnecessary sugar crashes throughout the day. 2. White bread, toast, bagels, and more. For many people, breakfast isn't complete without a slice of toast or a bagel. It's quick, convenient, and pairs well with butter, jam, or eggs. But if you're eating white bread in the morning, you might be setting yourself up for a sluggish day. The problem with white bread is that it's made from refined flour, which has been stripped of its fiber and nutrients during processing. What's left is mostly simple carbohydrates, which digest quickly and cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. This can lead to an energy crash later in the morning, making you feel tired and hungry much sooner than you should. Even worse, eating refined carbs regularly can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Studies have also linked diets high in refined grains to higher inflammation levels, which can worsen joint pain and other age-related health issues. So, what's the better choice? Instead of white bread, go for whole grain, sprouted grain, or sourdough bread. These options contain more fiber, protein, and essential nutrients that help slow digestion and keep you full longer. Whole grain bread provides B vitamins, magnesium, and antioxidants, all of which support brain function and heart health. 2 things that become even more important as we age. If you enjoy toast in the morning, make the switch to a healthier bread and pair it with protein-rich toppings like avocado, almond butter, or eggs to give your body the fuel it truly needs. 3. Sugary cereals. Cereal is one of the most popular breakfast choices in America. It's quick, easy, and often advertised as a healthy start to your day. But if your morning routine includes a bowl of colorful sugar-packed cereal, you might be doing more harm than good, especially after 60. Most commercial cereals, especially the ones marketed to be tasty or fun, are loaded with sugar and refined carbohydrates. Some brands contain as much sugar as a candy bar, leading to quick blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave you feeling exhausted and hungry long before lunchtime. Another problem: many cereals lack essential nutrients like fiber, protein, and healthy fats, which are crucial for maintaining energy levels and promoting good digestion. Instead, they're often fortified with synthetic vitamins to make them seem healthier than they really are. Over time, regularly consuming sugary cereals can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and increased inflammation, all of which are linked to chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. So, what's the better choice? Instead of processed cereals, opt for steel-cut oats, bran cereal, or muesli. These options are naturally rich in fiber, protein, and essential vitamins that help regulate blood sugar, keep you full longer, and support overall health. For extra nutrition, try topping your oatmeal or bran cereal with berries, nuts, and a sprinkle of cinnamon for a delicious, heart-healthy breakfast that keeps you energized all morning. 4. Processed meats: bacon, sausage, ham. For many people, breakfast isn't complete without crispy bacon, sizzling sausage, or a slice of ham. These breakfast meats are staples in American households, but they come with some serious health risks, especially as we age. The biggest issue with processed meats is that they are high in saturated fats, sodium, and chemical preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. These additives are used to enhance flavor and extend shelf life, but research has linked them to an increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even certain types of cancer. Another concern is that processed meats can trigger inflammation in the body, which can make joint pain, arthritis, and other age-related health issues worse. Plus, the high sodium content can lead to water retention and bloating, making you feel sluggish and uncomfortable throughout the day. So, what's a better alternative? If you're craving protein in the morning, try healthier options like eggs, turkey, or smoked salmon. These choices provide the protein your body needs without the harmful additives. For those who love the smoky, savory taste of bacon, consider trying uncured, nitrate-free turkey bacon or opting for plant-based alternatives like Tempe bacon. Making this simple swap can help protect your heart, support healthy aging, and keep your energy levels steady throughout the day. 5. Pastries and donuts. A warm, sugary donut or a flaky pastry with your morning coffee might sound like the perfect way to start the day, but these sweet treats come with a hidden cost, especially after 60. The problem with donuts, croissants, danishes, and other breakfast pastries is that they're made with refined flour, unhealthy fats, and an excessive amount of sugar. This combination leads to a rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling tired, hungry, and craving even more sugar just a few hours later. Another major concern: these baked goods often contain trans fats, which are linked to increased inflammation, higher cholesterol levels, and a greater risk of heart disease. Over time, consuming too many of these processed treats can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and cognitive decline. So, what's a better choice? If you have a sweet tooth in the morning, try homemade oat muffins, whole grain toast with almond butter, or Greek yogurt with honey and nuts. These options satisfy cravings while providing fiber, protein, and healthy fats to keep your energy stable throughout the day. Making this simple switch can help you avoid sugar crashes, protect your heart, and maintain a healthy weight, all while still enjoying a delicious breakfast. 6. Flavored yogurt and sweetened milk. Yogurt is often marketed as a healthy breakfast choice, but if you're grabbing a flavored variety from the grocery store, you might be consuming more sugar than you realize. Many fruit-flavored yogurts and sweetened dairy products contain as much sugar as a candy bar, turning what should be a nutritious food into a hidden source of blood sugar spikes. The problem isn't just the sugar. Many flavored yogurts also contain artificial flavors, preservatives, and thickeners that can upset digestion, especially for older adults who may already be more sensitive to dairy. Over time, consuming too much added sugar can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and even cognitive decline. So what's the better choice? Instead of flavored yogurt, opt for plain Greek yogurt and add fresh fruit, nuts, or a drizzle of raw honey for natural sweetness and extra fiber. Greek yogurt is rich in protein, probiotics, and calcium, which support digestion, muscle strength, and bone health, all crucial as we age. For those who enjoy milk but want to avoid added sugars, choose unsweetened almond, oat, or coconut milk. These alternatives provide essential nutrients without the excess sugar that can lead to inflammation and energy crashes. By making this simple swap, you can still enjoy a creamy, delicious breakfast while keeping your gut healthy, your blood sugar stable, and your energy levels high throughout the day. 7. Sugary coffee drinks, flavored lattes, frappuccinos. For many people, a morning coffee is non-negotiable. But if your go-to drink is a caramel latte, mocha, or a sugary frappuccino, you might be starting your day with more sugar than a can of soda without even realizing it. Many popular coffee drinks from chain cafes are loaded with flavored syrups, whipped cream, and artificial sweeteners, often containing over 50 grams of sugar per serving. This leads to rapid blood sugar spikes, increased cravings, and an inevitable energy crash just a few hours later. Over time, consuming high-sugar coffee drinks regularly can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Plus, the combination of sugar and caffeine can cause jitters, anxiety, and disrupt sleep patterns, making it even harder for your body to function optimally as you age. So, what's a better alternative? If you love your morning coffee, stick with black coffee, an unsweetened latte, or a cappuccino with almond or oat milk. You can also add cinnamon or vanilla extract for natural flavor without the sugar overload. Making this switch allows you to enjoy your morning coffee ritual while supporting heart health, stabilizing energy levels, and keeping your metabolism in check. 8. Hash browns and fried potatoes. For many Americans, breakfast just doesn't feel complete without a side of crispy hash browns or golden brown breakfast potatoes. Whether they're served alongside eggs and bacon or as part of a hearty diner-style meal, these fried potato dishes are a beloved staple. But while they may be tasty, they're one of the worst choices for a healthy breakfast, especially if you're over 60. Most hash browns and fried potatoes are cooked in processed vegetable oils, such as canola or soybean oil, which contain unhealthy trans fats and oxidized compounds. These fats contribute to inflammation, increase bad cholesterol, LDL, and lower good cholesterol, HDL, all of which can raise your risk of heart disease and stroke. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the effects of these harmful fats, making it even more important to avoid them. Another major concern is that fried potatoes are made from refined starchy carbohydrates, which digest quickly and cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. Without enough fiber or protein to slow down digestion, this can lead to energy crashes, increased hunger, and higher insulin levels. Over time, diets high in fried and processed carbohydrates have been linked to an increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure. Additionally, the high heat used in frying potatoes creates acrylamides, chemical compounds that have been associated with an increased risk of cancer. While occasional exposure isn't a major concern, regularly consuming fried foods can lead to long-term health consequences. So, what's a better alternative? Instead of fried potatoes, try roasted sweet potatoes, which are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and vitamin A. Unlike regular potatoes, sweet potatoes have a lower glycemic index, meaning they don't cause drastic blood sugar spikes. Another great option is mashed avocado on whole grain toast, which provides healthy fats that support brain function and heart health. By making this simple swap, you'll still enjoy a hearty, satisfying breakfast while keeping your heart, metabolism, and energy levels in better shape for the long run. 9. Margarine and artificial spreads. For decades, margarine was marketed as a heart-healthy alternative to butter with claims that it could help lower cholesterol and reduce the risk of heart disease. But in reality, margarine and other artificial spreads are some of the worst foods you can eat, especially as you get older. The biggest problem with margarine is that it often contains partially hydrogenated oils, which are a major source of trans fats. Trans fats are known to increase bad cholesterol in LDL, lower good cholesterol, HDL, and promote inflammation throughout the body. Studies have shown that regular consumption of trans fats can significantly increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even Alzheimer's disease. Even if a margarine brand claims to be trans fat free, it may still contain processed vegetable oils, which are often chemically altered to remain solid at room temperature. These oils are highly unstable and can produce free radicals in the body, contributing to oxidative stress, cellular aging, and chronic diseases. Another issue with margarine is that many brands are packed with artificial flavorings, preservatives, and emulsifiers to make them taste and spread like real butter. These additives may negatively impact digestion, liver function, and overall health over time. So, what's the better alternative? Instead of margarine, opt for real butter from grass-fed cows, which contains healthy fats and fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. While butter should still be consumed in moderation, it's a far more natural and nutritious option than margarine. If you're looking for a plant-based alternative, extra virgin olive oil or avocado spread are excellent choices. Both are rich in monounsaturated fats, which have been shown to support heart health, reduce inflammation, and even improve brain function. By cutting out margarine and switching to healthier fats, you'll be making a simple but powerful change that supports your heart, brain, and overall well-being as you age. A morning wake-up call, John's story. John had always been a man of routine. At 65, he believed in structure, in doing things the way he always had. Every morning, his day started the same way it had for decades. A steaming cup of coffee, 2 slices of toast with margarine, a generous serving of crispy hash browns, and a tall glass of store-bought orange juice. It was the breakfast he had grown up with, the one his mother used to make when he was a boy. It reminded him of simpler times, of mornings before school, of sitting at the table reading the newspaper while the smell of buttered toast filled the air. But something had changed. Lately, John felt different. By mid-morning, he would crash, his energy gone, his head foggy, his body heavy. He chalked it up to aging. After all, wasn't this just what getting older felt like? But then there was the weight gain, the bloating, the nagging discomfort in his joints. He had always been active, but now even a short walk left him feeling winded. His doctor had warned him about his rising blood sugar and cholesterol, but John had shrugged it off. He wasn't a fan of change, and besides, his breakfast wasn't the problem. It never had been before. Then, one day, something happened. John was at the grocery store when he ran into an old friend, Mike. They had played golf together for years, but John barely recognized him. Mike had always carried a bit of extra weight, but now he looked lean, strong, and full of energy. His eyes were bright. His posture was confident. He looked 10 years younger. John stared in disbelief. "Mike," he said, shaking his head, "what the hell happened to you?" Mike laughed. "I stopped eating garbage for breakfast," he said. John frowned. "Garbage? I eat pretty healthy." Mike raised an eyebrow. "Oh yeah? Tell me what you had for breakfast this morning." John smirked. the same thing I've had for years. Toast with margarine, hash browns, orange juice, coffee. Sometimes bacon if I'm feeling fancy. Mike's smile faded. John, that's exactly what I used to eat. He shook his head. That breakfast was wrecking my health. The sugar in the orange juice, the trans fats in the margarine, the fried potatoes, it was all making me tired, inflamed, and miserable. I felt like crap and didn't even realize it. John scoffed. Come on, it's just breakfast. I've been eating like this for years. Mike sighed. That's the problem. We don't notice how food affects us because it happens slowly. But when I changed my breakfast, everything changed. My energy, my weight, my digestion, hell, even my mood. I feel alive again. John didn't say much after that, but he couldn't stop thinking about what Mike had said. What if he was right? What if breakfast, the meal he had never thought twice about, was the reason he felt so lousy? That night, John did something he never thought he'd do. He researched his breakfast. And what he found shocked him. The orange juice, more sugar than a soda, the white toast with margarine, refined carbs and trans fats linked to heart disease, the hash browns, fried in inflammatory oils that raised bad cholesterol. For the first time, John saw the truth. The next morning, he made a change. Instead of orange juice, he ate a whole orange. Instead of white toast with margarine, he had whole grain toast with avocado. Instead of fried hash browns, he roasted sweet potatoes in olive oil. It wasn't a drastic change, but something incredible happened. Within days, he noticed he didn't crash mid-morning anymore. He had steady energy throughout the day. His bloating disappeared. His digestion improved. His joints didn't ache as much. And for the first time in years, he felt awake, light, and full of energy. A few weeks later, at his next doctor's appointment, his blood sugar had improved. His cholesterol was dropping, and when he stepped on the scale, he was 5 pounds lighter without even trying. John shook his head in disbelief, all from changing one meal. As he left the doctor's office that day, he thought about what Mike had said in the grocery store. We don't notice how food affects us because it happens slowly. John smiled to himself. Not anymore. He noticed now. John's story is a perfect example of how one small change can make a huge difference in your energy levels, digestion, and overall health. Now that you know which breakfast foods to avoid, let's talk about what you should be eating instead. A great breakfast should be nutrient-dense, high in fiber, and packed with protein and healthy fats to keep your blood sugar stable, your metabolism active, and your mind sharp throughout the day. Breakfast is more than just a meal. It's the foundation of your entire day. When you fuel your body with nutrient-rich foods, you'll notice the difference in your energy, mood, and overall well-being. If you've been eating the same breakfast for years and feeling tired, sluggish, or unhealthy, now is the time to make a change. Try swapping out just one unhealthy breakfast item this week and see how you feel. Remember, small changes lead to big results. Just like John, you might be surprised by how much better you feel with the right foods on your plate. So, what's your go-to breakfast? Have you tried any of these swaps? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more health tips that will keep you feeling your best every day. See you in the next video.